Drawing from the insights we've gathered up to this point, we've been exploring various investment approaches. I'm stepping back from this review. It feels like we're assuming the end of L6 without proper justification. There are two paths to choose from. One is a safe bet with modest gains, while the other is a thrilling gamble that could lead to substantial rewards. How about we invest 70% in put options and the remaining in short selling? Sounds like a solid plan. Although the return rate may decrease, we must steer clear of the most unfavorable outcome. The present price of Seosung is already factoring in the anticipated profits from L6. It's quite likely that the price might retract back as significantly as it surged post L6 launch, approximately 10%, showing some volatility and adjustment in the market sentiment. Considering the impact of refunds on profits, do you think the stock price might plummet by at least 20%? Another blast occurred in the US. Even not during charging, it still happened. Is this becoming a bigger issue? According to a report from Korean News, Seosung Electronics has provided this explanation. They are currently under investigation following the collection of evidence. The incident appears to be an explosion caused by an external force. Seosung has pledged to conduct a comprehensive inquiry into the matter. Following the explosion in the US, global media outlets quickly turned their attention to the unfolding events. The typical daily trading volume for options in Korea reaches a staggering 500 billion won, while the futures trading volume impressively stands at 1 trillion won. Hey, where do you usually execute your option trades? I'm curious if you use the HTS I just rolled out. At times, distinguishing between the stock market and a casino can be quite challenging. The *HTS, Home Trading System, is a software tool that empowers personal investors to buy and sell stocks and derivatives without stepping foot in a brokerage office. Of the staggering 13.8 billion, a significant 800 million comes from my own pocket. Even though Taekyu assured me he would take on the entire investment by himself. Now that we've made the choice to invest as a team, I'm excited to contribute my 800 million to this venture as well. If the stock holds its ground instead of falling as expected, are we really going to see all these choices lose their value? As the agreement is finalized, the cash reserves diminish while the options portfolio expands. There are merely 800 million remaining in the account. Why not grab some more? For your daily costs of living. Even in the face of the most challenging circumstances, having 800 million should provide a cushion to help us navigate through tough times for a spell. Now, we're just left in suspense, eagerly anticipating the outcome. Surprisingly, against all odds, Seosung's share price surged by 8% within just 48 hours. Short selling, a strategy that thrives in declining markets, unfortunately experienced a setback with a loss of -8%. The problem lies with the put options. As Seosung's stock price continues to climb rather than decline, the likelihood of utilizing the put options has dwindled dramatically. In summary, they've become nothing more than insignificant pieces of paper. After being idle for 20 minutes, the device gracefully transitions into power-saving mode. Although he remains silent, the worry etched on his face speaks volumes. Whispers in the air suggest that Seosung has opted for a battery replacement. While the stock price surged, it came at a cost. 10 more explosions rattled the community. This ambiguous answer is definitely going to escalate the situation. As long as they avoid making a drastic decision like a complete recall, we can manage this situation. I'm guessing they'll reveal the end of it tomorrow, won't they? That's exactly how it ought to be. Absolutely. If all goes smoothly, then without a doubt. Seosung Electronics is among the leading IT manufacturers worldwide, and I couldn't be more impressed with their cutting-edge technology and dedication to quality. Consequently, the press conference hall was bustling with both local media representatives and international journalists, creating an electrifying atmosphere. We are incredibly grateful for the steadfast loyalty of our customers who truly value and adore Seosung Electronics products. Seosung Electronics IM Division President, Cho Dong-jun mentioned, in summary, the root cause of the explosion was indeed the Seosung SB battery, and they are deeply concerned about the situation. They assured us that they would offer fair compensation to those impacted. They also revealed the much speculated BTL battery as a replacement, along with an exciting relaunch. An astonishing announcement has been made with a complete recall of 6 million units. Oh wait, it's a recall, not discontinuation. That's a relief. What does this actually mean? Online updates usually feel like a 5 out of 1. Right now, I'm eagerly anticipating the L6 recall. If relevant, see 5 to 2, 5.2. Once I get the replacement, I plan to keep using the L6. They're not merely swapping out the battery, they're providing an entirely new device. Are they really exchanging it without any inquiries? Even if the screen is broken. Just bring in the body, and they'll take care of the rest. Samsung Electronics is showing remarkable generosity here. In stark contrast to phone's after-sales support. Which leaves much to be desired. Phone never malfunctions, so what's all the fuss about? I'll continue using it carelessly until that replacement comes my way. The atmosphere is truly embracing Samsung's recall initiative. Even though swapping out 6 million units results in a staggering loss of 6 trillion won. When considering the production expenses, which amount to 300,000 won for each unit, we're staring at a staggering loss of 2 trillion won. There are also whispers that the impact of the loss might not be as severe if the recalled devices are put back on the market. Samsung BTL in China is thriving as revitalized products in developing markets following battery upgrades, and it's truly impressive to witness. Following the recall announcement, the stock that had been on a downward trend surprisingly bounced back, finishing the day with only a modest 1.5% drop. At that exact moment, they unveiled the profit distribution strategy, which includes regular quarterly dividends. This showcases the precise and organized crisis management of a major company, demonstrating their ability to handle challenges with composure and skill. Short selling plunged by 11%, while put options dropped by 30% and a staggering 80%. Samsung's timely strategy truly propelled the resurgence of the stock price. Wow, I've already seen my losses hit 50% of my initial investment, which adds up to a staggering 6 billion won. It's like my money is just disappearing into thin air. Just a quick note from my temporary phone. This is just a temporary phone, and I never thought my situation would end up like this. Even though we decided to split the profits, it seems Taikyu has to shoulder the majority of the losses. Sigh. I can't exactly offset billions in losses, you know. Why was this a recall instead of a discontinuation? Did I misunderstand something? 60 billion won, a fortune that could sustain a lifetime. Even if I spent 1 billion won a year, could I use it all up? But in just a few days. To regain half of my capital loss, I need to achieve a 100% profit. It feels like an uphill battle, but I'm determined to turn things around. The greater issue at hand is that this is far from over. Unless I regain my investment and surpass that point. Once the option expiration date passes, even the leftover billions will disappear, leaving everyone stunned and reconsidering their positions. What should I do at this moment? Is it time for me to back away while I still have the chance? I'm feeling overwhelmed with fear. Were you also still up? I heard you murmuring in your sleep, so I couldn't fall back asleep either. How about we grab a beer? I doubt Samsung stock will go up anymore, do you? I'm not so sure. Many individuals are anxious about the potential decline in stock prices. But we're concerned about it going up. There's just one thing I'm certain of. L6 is set to be phased out. Are you really pointing fingers at me? Seriously? What makes you think I would ever hold you responsible? Everything would have remained unchanged if it weren't for your foresight. Are you serious right now? I was the one who first proposed we make that investment. I completely agree, however. And the journey is far from finished. A recall may not necessarily fix the issue at hand. Although Samsung asserted that the battery was faulty. But what if it's really not the battery after all? It's difficult to definitively claim that we were entirely mistaken. The real issue lies with time. Time's running out before the option expires, feeling a bit anxious about it. Just a week following Samsung's big announcement, the much-anticipated recall has finally kicked off. In an astonishing feat, a staggering 30,000 fresh sales were launched all in just one day. Both returning customers and first-time buyers expressed their satisfaction. The effortless maneuverability dispels any doubts. Seosun Electronics shares are climbing once again, and it feels like a breath of fresh air. In the meantime, our losses have skyrocketed to over 90 billion won. We're in deep trouble, this is not good at all. We're in deep trouble, we've only got 3.6 billion left out of the original 13 billion won. Fortunately, we engaged in a bit of short selling. If we had fully committed to buying put options, our remaining fortune would be just a couple $1 billion. I'm in utter disbelief that the fortune I accumulated with Bantcoin has just vanished into thin air. Farewell, my 13 billion. The put options we purchased for billions have lost all their value. Now, we're in a situation where we can't even find a way to sell them. Even though there's still 3.6 billion remaining, it's little comfort. I've personally experienced a loss of around 600 million. Next week is crucial. If events don't unfold as expected, with only 7 days until option expiry, it will truly be game over. A misguided forecast resulted in this catastrophe. Exercise caution. If you play your cards wrong with options, you might find yourself devastated in an instant, just like I did. It feels as though I'm on the brink of losing everything all at once. Grumbling to myself, I can't help but think I should have fully committed during the OPEC reduction discussion. Am I completely off base with my prediction, or is there something I'm overlooking? Either way, it doesn't really matter. I managed just fine even without that cash in the past. Step back. Wow. Oh gosh. Ugh, what on earth is happening in this dream? Oh my goodness. Are you alright? Ugh. It's been 4 whole days already, and still counting. Just 4 days. In 4 days, something will occur leading to the discontinuation of L6.